Oh, welcome to the morning shred. That's a Friday morning, and holy fucking shit, the shenanigans are already happening.
Oh, yes.
My goodness. All right. So
So,
we have a guest.
we do.
We got
About it.
Deathslinger, the guitarist for Black Tar Superstar, joining us this morning as we tear through yet another list that's probably, I have a feeling, it's going to piss us off.
Most
So,
likely, yes.
yes. So those of you out in Three Witches Land there, get ready to laugh your ass off. Perfect thing for a Friday morning. Get your weekend started right.
Mhm.
And yeah, let's get to it.
Let the sin begin.
Of
So,
course.
our
Whoa,
list,
I've been super gone now.
our list this morning comes from loudersound.com. It is the top 50 best Rammstein songs. But we're going to only do number 25 to 1 because that's how much time we probably will get through. Not to mention the first half of the list. If we went through the whole goddamn thing, would be literally throwing our computers out the window. It's
Right.
bad.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I believe it.
So,
Do I have this list or no?
oh, no, you don't. You want it?
Oh,
I'll send
yes.
it to you. I'll send it to you.
Woo,
But
woo,
starting off,
woo.
number 25, Frühling in Paris from Libes for Alida.
I'm sorry, it's a beautiful song, but it's not like the best song that they have. I wouldn't say that's the best. It's pretty.
I wouldn't
But-
say, if you want to put it on here, fine, but I wouldn't put it at number 25.
No,
No.
definitely not.
No,
No.
it should most definitely be a little bit further back.
Agreed. Number 24, Volt ihr das Betten Flammen sehen.
That's not a bad song. Actually, that's pretty good.
I would say it does have a place.
It's not a bad song, but I hate that this is all studio recordings. You know, if like any of the live recordings of that song are better than the original studio version.
Well,
They
of course.
they do tend to anything off of Herzlite in general. I've had the pleasure of seeing Rammstein
Right.
about 2 or 3 times, and whenever they play stuff off of that first record, it just, you're right, it sounds way better.
Yeah.
And you know, Till Lindemann tends to even like do his vocal parts a little bit different too.
Exactly.
Which is
I
kind of
mean,
cool.
mad love
Yeah.
for the first album, but they hadn't got it yet. They did not have their sound down yet.
No, yeah, not totally.
They had some
So-
good jams though, for sure.
They did.
Well, they did.
They
There's probably about 5 songs off that album that are, you know, definitely key tunes.
For
Yeah.
sure.
You want the next one, Reaper, or you want me to keep going?
Let me take a
No
book dish. Definitely, this song belongs on the list because it was the one that got them in trouble all over the United States.
Yep.
Oh, yes.
Especially as if you know Rammstein very well, their stage shows tend to open a picture, a visual for what exactly the song is about.
Right.
And it's also fucking hilarious
It is.
at the same
It
time.
is.
It will make you laugh. But apparently law enforcement didn't find it so funny.
Yeah,
never do.
they didn't like the Tildo.
So, but yes, definitely great song. It even says here in the comment underneath, it's the one that got Rammstein arrested in America.
For simulating sodomy.
Oh man,
Sure.
and he could never turn the thing off.
Nope.
Every time it was supposed to turn off, it wouldn't. So he would just flip it up and shoot himself in the face. Or he's smacking it until it goes off and the crowd's just dying.
Oh, yeah. Pretty sure it was actually shooting champagne, wasn't it?
I believe so.
Yeah.
So I guess he got a tasty treat.
Yeah.
All right,
Oh,
number
shit.
22, Weidmann's Heil from Les
Oh,
Miserables.
yeah.
That's a great tune.
That is definitely a great tune.
Oh man,
I have to say that entire album
that album was a staple. Yeah.
just
Um,
was.
I am happy
so
that they're.
strong.
It seems like they're kind of focusing on this album a little bit, which makes me happy because I feel like it doesn't get the love it deserves necessarily.
No, it doesn't.
It really doesn't, and I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that it was 10 times heavier.
They
Oh
were
yeah,
super heavy punching guitars, and even had some good solos on it, which they're not known for solos really.
no, they're
Mhm.
not.
So it's really nice to hear some nice shredderific solos.
Yeah,
Yeah, and I mean, there were so many rumors circulating, for the I don't know, there was like a 5-year period in between the last album and this one,
right.
that everyone was like, "Oh, they're going to break up. They're going to break up. They're going to break up," and this was their fuck you, to everybody
Yeah.
in the press that was constantly saying, "Oh, they're breaking up. They hate each other," and all this shit. And a
Yeah.
lot of that got kicked off because, as we know, Ricard moved to New York City and
Right.
married, an American woman.
Right.
And the band had like big issues with that because he's all the way in the US and everybody else is back in Germany. So
Right.
it's like,
Right, and then
it was none of their fucking business. You know what I mean?
No.
But the press is the press. They like to stir the pot.
Oh, for sure.
and then Till
That could
also
be
has land in other countries too, so that also wasn't cool
Right.
with people.
Yes.
So
I mean, I swear, without the process, Till could be drinking a Coke and they'd be like, Till Lindemann slams Pepsi.
I mean, they even caught some shit over the song America. So,
Oh, yes,
I
they
mean,
did.
Yeah.
it's like no matter what they do, they're constantly just being, witch hunted. It's
They're
stupid.
Speaking of
controversial.
getting
Controversial,
shit,
you know?
speaking of getting
There
shit,
are.
the next one on the list.
um,
Hang on. Can we even say that word?
we'll say Kitty.
Sure.
So,
You
that
have
was
a
a goofy
kitty. I
song.
have a dog.
very goofy song. One of which their video for that ended up
Literally, you can only find it on like X-rated porn sites.
exactly because, well, they're
It's
Rammstein.
literally porn.
I mean, they all laugh every time they play it, so I mean,
Oh yeah,
they all love it.
and of course they
Not
had to go.
not to mention the phallic cannon on stage.
Oh
Yes,
my God,
I was about to mention that.
No way.
Which
I love
they
that
actually
thing.
had to end up changing what it looks like because
Because it was too
originally
realistic.
It was too realistic.
That is true.
I mean, and that thing was ginormous too.
Oh yeah, did they
to
have
make
that
out
when
of
you saw it
metal.
live? I saw it live. It was amazing.
Oh my goodness, so funny.
Oh, I know.
So funny.
If they're like, "Ha, you're gonna send us to jail for having, something too realistic," well, let's go big or go home.
Well, and I honestly think that that's kind of where Till is at with that stuff.
Oh yeah, definitely.
He's more. I mean, he can be serious,
Right,
but for most
he's
of the
very tongue in
time,
cheek.
yeah.
Well, yeah.
I mean, it's show business when you think about it.
Plus, he's also too old to give a shit.
Well,
That's
yeah,
it.
I think
Too
they're all
old.
in their 50s now.
Well, Till's in his 60s, I believe. I think he's the oldest member of the band.
Might have to check that out. I don't know.
Has he hit 60 yet? Let me
He
look.
sure as hell don't look 60.
No, he never does.
He's 58. He's 58.
Oh, 58. He's about
I
to
knew
be.
he was in his 50s.
Okay. I think the youngest is actually Christoph, I believe. He's
I
the
think
youngest
so.
member.
Which is crazy for the amount of booze that man ingests
That's cool.
constantly. My goodness. We love it.
Yo. Oh, definitely.
Woo! You cannot. I don't know why this song is this far back. I think it
I
should
know.
be further up because it was the very first single that broke them worldwide
Yeah.
and really got
Yes.
them noticed was the song Rammstein itself, which is
Right.
the story of the Rammstein Air Force Base
Right.
where they were having, Airplane
It was
show.
like an air show, and a bunch of
Yeah.
kids and women and a bunch of guys all got burnt up and injured and killed, and it was a
Sadly, it ended
Yeah.
Right.
tragic
and
event.
and that was kind of their tribute to that, just like a remembrance.
Right.
Because I mean, it was a
that
horrifying accident.
that song went popular after the movie, like when they're hyping up for Lost Highway, right?
Exactly.
That is
Yeah.
true.
Thank goodness for that movie. Otherwise, I never would have found this band.
Nobody would have. Nobody
That's
would have if
very
it wasn't
true.
for that film.
Yeah.
Hell to the yeah. 19 also absolutely off the new record.
Yes, Pulpa. Yeah,
Yes, Poopa.
that's a great tune, and I'm actually very happy they put it up there because that was a pretty kick-ass tune off that record.
Definitely.
It was like it was like when you listen to Zaman from Herzlein, it was such a like a black metal kind of like feel to it. That one kind of had it in that one too, with the tremolo picking from the guitars that they were doing to get that driving sound.
Right.
I thought that was just such a badass thing. And then Till screaming, obviously, on
Right.
top of it. But he's so dramatic, though. That's what's even better about it.
I know.
I actually like the description here because he really does play multiple characters.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, he
and
does.
in this particular one is no different.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Watching them do it live, the only way we could do that was to watch it. I think it was on YouTube. And I mean, it was the creepiest thing ever with the baby carriage, ginormous baby carriage.
Oh
and
yeah.
Suddenly it comes on fire as he screams, and it's
Right,
like,
because he's literally blowing it on fire. He's literally spitting fire at it, and it's fucking awesome. And the baby's burning up and like screaming. It's like, wow, like Jesus. That's
Right.
pretty
Speaking
creepy.
of pretty creepy, before we move on, I'm gonna run a quick ad for our sponsor, Dezaya's Creep Shop.
I know y'all probably get tired of me saying this constantly, but okay, and we're back.
That shit. What? Where'd you go?
Well, on my end, for a minute we froze. I was like,
Oh.
it's like inopportune time to freeze. But y'all probably get tired of me saying this every broadcast. But man, handcrafted horror merch like no other. You see the commercial, all the dolls are just horrifically horrifying.
Yep.
And if you need a t-shirt or you're looking for some horror art for decor, she makes it, she's got it, it's the place to be. So definitely check her out on Etsy and get yourself some good shit.
Yeah.
All right. This song should be closer. Should be in the top 5.
It should.
What
Agree.
the hell? Zensucht. There
Yes.
is no heavier of a song that the moment they strike the very beginning of that tune. I mean, it just makes
Yes.
you want to get up and kill things,
Yes.
destroy things.
Yeah.
I just remember when that curtain drops on stage and they kick into that song. If you've ever saw the live House Berlin, that
Yes.
place, you're talking about 200,000 people, Germans.
Yeah.
The moment that curtain came down, they're playing that song. that place erupted. I mean, if you were down in the
Oh,
pit, you were probably destroyed.
Yeah.
I believe it. That is one pit I would not want to be in. I don't think.
No, definitely not. That would just
You
be
probably die, but then again, what a way to go.
Right. I mean, that's you're in a pit full of big, brawny, drunk Germans fighting each other.
and the
Oh,
you
man.
know Flake's keys on that was
Yes.
amazing. You know,
I
just all the way around
Oh,
a
yeah.
fiery track to really
Right.
get you started.
You want to talk about some of his best keyboard work? Zensuk was the album that had it. It
Agreed.
was creative as all hell.
I love this description here. It says,
Mhm.
by the time you get to the gang vocal of Zensukt, you're pretty much guaranteed to have till hammered yourself into the ground.
Nothing could be further from the truth on that.
That is very true. Yeah.
Definitely.
Guaranteed.
All right.
I
mean, listen, I love this next song.
I do too.
I do too.
Honestly, it's one of my favorites.
It is, but this next one, Rosenrot, it is a great song, but I honestly don't know if I'd put it quite this high up.
I would, just because it's me. I mean, I like their poetry side of their songs, and that one was actually a straight poem, I believe, that Till wrote himself.
I mean, the chunkiness of the riff is very good.
Yes.
But yeah, it does say here it's another of those yearning tales of unrequited love that Till does so well.
Yeah, very true.
And he said it's from a poem, Haydn Roseline.
Oh, okay.
A poem that informs the lyrics. So it was definitely that was the inspiration for it. So, and it just goes back to saying again that he's constantly telling stories. And most people, you know, probably don't even bother to look at the English.
Hang on, my mind is blown right now.
What's that?
This song was supposed to end up on Riza Riza, but the band believed in it so much and wanted it to be a single, and there just wasn't the room, which is a wise move then, given the aforementioned final riff is the exact same as the finale of Stein und Stein.
Just done differently.
It is.
Yeah, I can actually see the similarity.
I do too, because I
do too. Now that they mention it, but I never thought of it.
Right, and as a big fan of Riza Riza, that's like one of my favorite albums that they've ever made.
Right,
I love every song from start to finish. Stein um Stein definitely has the same ending riff there for Rosenrold.
It does. I just never noticed it.
That's definitely very true.
I think just slower, right?
No, it's faster.
Or faster. Dun 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 dun.
But it's like backwards though, because they're playing the riff backwards when they should be playing it forwards.
Right.
You know.
Hey, what's up, Heather?
Hi, Heather.
What's up? Thank you for joining us this morning.
Yes, yes.
This one actually should be higher up, in my opinion.
Agreed.
Because it was one of the very first tunes that they sang in English, because they really wanted you to know just exactly how they felt.
Oh my goodness! Just as sometimes it's nice to be silly. America is silly. It's sing-along chorus, a dead ringer for the sound living in America's infectious, instantaneous. Kids can sing it, so can your nana.
Coca-Cola, sometimes war, perhaps doesn't seem like a single worthy lyric from a band famed for BDSM imagery.
Yep.
Flake's keyboard solo is so outrageous. He used to play it while riding a Segway until he did what now? I guess he drove into Till and hurt his knee and forced the band to cancel several tour dates.
Oh,
wow.
Okay, disagree with that.
Wow.
But definitely this song belongs,
definitely that close
on the list, but it should be a little closer,
absolutely,
in my opinion.
Oh, yes.
A
This
chuggy
next one-
anthem right there.
Oh, this
It's
next
like
one.
the old
Totally.
Rammstein is back when this song came out.
Oh yeah, when
Yeah.
this song came out, it instantly jumped to be my favorite song, and I was shocked.
Well, the rhythm of how they play the guitars is exactly how they used to play rhythms back in the day, and that's what I like. It's not like a straightforward chug; it's like broken up, and I like that. Like how they did
Absolutely.
it. It's really nice.
And Flake's keyboard intro was so fucking on point.
Oh yes,
Oh,
it
I
was.
know.
And then when the guitars start playing the same thing that Flake is playing, and they merge together, and the snare is just
Oh,
dynamically coming up, and then punches you right in the fucking balls.
I want.
And the next thing you know,
Oh, I know.
everyone's going nuts. We saw it on the tour that was
Yeah.
on YouTube.
Yeah.
I mean, that song just kicks ass all the way.
This
for
song
sure.
needs to be top 5.
It should be top 5.
Absolutely.
I would be okay with it, like top 2, top 3, even number 1. I'd be okay with it. I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
Especially for like newer Rammstein fans that don't know old Rammstein, this would
Right?
definitely be an okay first, like, on the list.
And would
Agreed.
absolutely make you want to check out the rest of their catalog.
Yeah, for sure.
In my opinion, there. So.
I hate to tell you how many times I burnt whenever I'm cooking if this song comes on. 'Cause I have to.
Because you can't fucking help but move.
I
Can't.
used to headbang.
It
in the
forces you
kitchen.
to do it.
Yeah. Well, I remember cooking breakfast in the morning. I'd be too
Yep.
busy headbanging while I'm making eggs.
I mean,
Yeah,
I would,
this is my
I would be
burnt bacon
listening to that
song.
song in the truck and just go on the fucking,
Oh, yeah.
new console, just like, I mean, it's there. It's just so punchy.
Oh, it is.
It's
Yeah,
infectious.
radio
It's
is
like
my
a
burnt.
disease.
Radio is my burnt bacon song. I burnt bacon to this damn song at least 3 times.
Piggy, piggy. Oh, this by
shit.
far has to be one of my favorite
Yes.
fucking tracks
Yes.
off of Mutter.
Another album that should be praised more. Oh my
Yes.
lord.
I mean, it definitely was in the spotlight because it got them into the Triple X movie
Mhm.
It did.
in the beginning playing. But still, yes. There's
Yeah.
some tracks on that album that should have got more attention.
Yes.
This was definitely one of them.
Mhm.
I
um,
love this song. Definitely one of my favorites.
The switch guitar work on the guitar where he's just another
Yeah.
song that just makes you want to like fucking destroy shit.
And that's a really good solo from Paul Landers and Richard doing the duel on that part.
Mhm.
That's what made it even cooler, you know.
I call it the demented country stomp.
It
That's
is.
what I used to call it because it's boom pop boom pop boom pop boom pop. And I could just see them all in 10-gallon hats with like upside down crosses on it. And yeah.
Yeah.
With the Rammstein logo on their boots.
Right.
Yes.
I would so
Tills
do that,
and
dude.
chaps and got a bullwhip. Just fucking doing this thing,
Yes.
Oh, such a
Oh,
great
shit.
song. Oh,
Yes.
here's one.
Yes.
Yeah, here's one that
Yes.
was so fucking different.
Oh my god.
Oh, for
that was,
sure.
like, one of the coolest riffs I've ever heard from them right there.
Definitely.
Yes.
Holy chugs, Batman.
Oh yeah, you've never seen that. That's right. How could I forget? But yeah.
What about Flake's solo in Kind of Lust? That was a great one.
Mm.
Oh my lord. Even his keys for that song were good too.
Well, the drumming is fantastic.
Oh yes, for sure.
Right here in the description, the breakdown is a right heavy bastard.
That's so true.
That is such a UK thing to say.
Yeah.
Meaty bastard.
I am absolutely. I'm very much enjoying the writing style on this list.
Yeah, definitely. Makes a hell of a lot more sense.
It does.
I mean, there's some things that's kind of like, maybe you're taking a little dig here and there, but
Right.
what
And I
happens.
don't know, we might not necessarily agree with all of their song, like order
Right.
and lyrics, like all the choices and stuff, but at least I'm enjoying the list because it's
Absolutely.
funny.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the song that got them in so much trouble as well. Jesus.
Links.
Oh,
Instantly made everyone in the media world think
Mm-hmm.
that this was a tribute to a horrible time
Yeah.
in Germany's history.
yeah.
Right.
And in the very beginning, when they play the song, they're all marching on stage.
Right.
So naturally, we're getting kind of a picture that obviously gets them in trouble. But
Right.
when you actually check out the fucking lyrics,
Yes.
which people don't fucking do,
Of course they don't. Why
they just
would
go
they?
with what they see and think that that's I can't stand that. I really can't. And a lot of bands like this go through that.
Yep.
It's just that Rammstein became a worldwide phenomenon.
Yeah.
So everyone, I mean, ugh,
Yeah, literally everyone in the world loves Rammstein, rather if you hate them or you don't. Everyone loves them.
hmm
That's the
And
thing.
let's talk about that awesome fucking music video.
Oh, with the ants killing
With the
fucking
ants!
beetles. Yeah.
Yes.
Just like that whole song, if you think about it, watching that video, it should make you believe that what they're trying to portray is that they're trying to say we are united, strength in numbers to take down any big threats that may come our way. And like
Yeah.
it's
Pretty
a
much.
unity fucking song,
Mhm.
being
Yeah.
together, standing tall and shit,
Oh
But
my
people don't think of it
goodness.
like that.
You can sing it back the first time you hear it. You can bang your head to it, and there's ample chance to just scream vowels when you run out of stock German words to say.
That's kind of accurate, I guess.
Yeah.
But it's actually
Oh shit.
But yeah, I mean, I think it was the fact of there's a portion of what they wrote here that made everyone so pissed off because of where they lifted the idea for the song from.
Right,
So
although it's kind of exactly the opposite of what people accuse them
it
of.
is.
So
Yeah,
I don't get it.
it is.
But
Well, haters are always going to hate.
that is very true. All right, before we move on, we're going to run a quick word from our sponsor at Royal 10.
Fuck yeah, check it out. Absolutely. If you're looking for some of the best horror apparel out there today at a very affordable price, check out royal10clothing.com.
Do it
They
now.
literally have something for everybody. Whether you
Yes,
want
they
something
do.
classic horror or you just want some really cool like horror designs, they are the ones for you.
That is
And
very true.
that song, obviously, from Black Tar Superstars, the Black Flame album, which all of you out there looking for a mystery box this holiday season, we have one available. So go to blacktarsuperstar.bandcamp.com to get yours.
Yes.
Moving on.
Moving on the dish.
Greatest
Yes.
love song
Ugh.
ever written. In my
Ab-
opinion.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
If you go through the lyrics, I'm telling you right now, out there in Three Witches Land, check out the English translation. It is one of the most beautiful, heartfelt songs
Oh,
Right.
for
from a
sure.
band that you would just never think that it would come from.
Oh,
Yep.
definitely.
And just goes to show you Till's diversity.
Oh,
That
yeah.
he
You know,
literally
he-
is a poet.
Yeah.
He
Oh,
just
he
he
is.
really is.
Oh, yeah. He can go,
Matter of
one
fact,
song,
he's-
talk about, cutting heads off and ripping throats out and stuff. And the next one, he's like, and the birds don't sing anymore. And I'm like, okay.
It's
the
like a
lighter
sad love
the-
song though.
well, to a degree, yeah.
Right.
It really kind of is.
I think you could arguably say that On the Dish has like one of their absolute best music videos.
Yes.
I love this. It's
What?
On a Dish, which translates into Without You, accentuated by that gorgeous uncanny mandolin.
Yep.
Spectacular. Rammstein are so much more than a one-dick pony. Couldn't fucking agree more.
Yes.
They got a lot more in their arsenal than people give them credit for.
Right.
That is very
Again, though,
true.
this song should have been higher up.
Definitely.
Agreed.
I agree.
All right, top 10.
Woo! Yep, here we go with
Oh my goodness.
kind of a Megatron of a song here. Mutter.
Oh my, Reaper, read the first line of what they say.
A man in his late 30s screaming for his mum with the voice of Arnold Schwarzenegger. What the fuck? In Kindergarten Cop? 99999. I don't know. I'm feeling the ground tremble. I think we have to.
You think so? You think so?
I don't know.
You know what? I gotta do this one too. I'm covering all my bases.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking Jacobs.
I mean,
Are you fucking kidding me?
and then they go on to say, but Mutter is not hilarious. It's heartbreaking,
It
which is actually true.
It's very
Yeah.
heartbreaking.
I mean, it's basically the song is about being a test tube baby without a mom.
Yep.
Which this song actually went on to become a short miniseries over in Germany,
Mhm.
of which Till was an actor
What?
in the show. Yep,
Yes.
if you
and
check it out.
The theme song was Mutter.
I didn't know
Mhm.
about that.
Yep. I don't know. I think if you dig, far enough, you might be able to actually find the show, possibly on YouTube.
All right.
But yeah, it's a very, very, very sad song and still a very super strong track.
It is. The guitar work on that song is gorgeous.
Mhm.
Oh, top notch. That whole record is fantastic.
Absolutely. All right. Moving on. Probably my favorite track off their first album.
Yes.
Du bist so gut.
Had a killer video too.
Which version?
Killer video.
Which one? The Flower Power version or the
No, not the
werewolf?
Flower Power. I'm talking about the one where he's like a vampire.
Vampire
yeah.
werewolf thing.
Oh, werewolf. Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did kind of have a flair for doing music videos that kind of were indicative of some of the popular horror films.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
It very much struck me as, kind of like one of the scenes out of Van Helsing. I don't know if you ever saw that movie,
Yeah.
but when the werewolf comes inside the castle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I love that one. I love that one part where you just see was it? Yeah, it was Richard wearing that dress, just walking into that room, and then you just poof, and all the wolves shoot out.
Yeah. That
Badass.
was
Absolutely badass.
I love this part, especially as a drummer. Christoph's got that 4/4 stomp nailed.
Yeah.
That's true. I'm just dropping the hammer. The guitar solo is a joy to listen to every time, and Flake's keys play the foil to Till's booming baritone.
Yep.
This was
And-
Rammstein's first ever single. Imagine a band coming along nowadays, and the first thing you hear is of the depth and quality of the Resurgut. I can't imagine that. Bands don't have talent anymore.
No imagination.
Yeah.
No imagination at all.
Yeah.
This is kind of interesting. It says that warped subversive lyrical aspect is also covered. The lyrics being inspired by Perfume, the novel by Patrick Suskind,
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, chronicling a man who kills. Okay, then. Never mind. I'm not going.
got diarrhea.
My goodness. Okay.
All right.
Well, yeah.
Speaking of songs with inappropriate subject matter, up next, Mind Tile.
Yes. That's like a song with the darkest choir I've ever heard.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
for sure.
You know,
Oh, my
actually, coming
goodness.
as a guitar player that loves Rammstein songs and actually learns how to play them, Mind Tile will be the most mind-fuckery riff you will ever fucking learn. I am being honest with that. That song
Hey,
is super tough.
Oh, apparently the song shot up to number 2 in the German singles chart.
Yes, it did.
I didn't realize that. That is hilarious.
I don't blame them for putting it up there. I really don't.
Yeah.
It's a good song.
Hang on now. They're describing Till's verses in the song as nasal.
Oh, because of the effect on his voice.
I mean,
Yeah.
yes, but I didn't think it sounded nasally.
No, I thought it sounded badass because he sounded like a fucking like evil kind of being that was like
Right.
talking.
Agreed.
But you can't deny when you hear the shouting words, "Den, du bist," you're just like
Best.
freaking like just go ready to rip someone apart. Like, oh yeah, let's do it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I don't even think we can tell the story that inspires this.
No. I wouldn't do it.
Quite honestly.
I wouldn't. I think that's a thank you next situation.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of like Hannibal come to life.
Yeah.
It's all we can
Pretty much. That's pretty much it.
I would have put that in the top 5, though.
Yep.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
This song deserves to be in there.
five,
Agreed.
Top 5. Yes.
Top
Yep.
3, actually.
Agreed.
They came out with Ishtuderve, which was in a very much different rhythmic realm that they never really kind of touched upon. It's very bluesy.
It is.
Bum, 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 dum, bum, dum, dum, dum. I mean, it's total, 6/8. And
Mhm.
the video, the fact that he puts a light in his piercing that illuminates his mouth blue, I just thought was fucking killer. It's very hard hitting, and it's definitely about pain.
Mhm.
Now this is interesting. Let's see here. He's singing. He's singing. Nah, they meant his. They fucked it.
Right.
His singing translates to "I want to hurt you." The violent overtones of the lyrics, of course, paired with LIFAD's graphic cover art, which actually got their album pulled from every store.
That is true.
They had to redo
Mhm.
the cover in order to get the album back out on the shelves, but we're still selling the original ones because it made it to America.
Yes.
One of which we actually had.
Yes.
So, which is badass in my opinion.
I
But
think-
anyways, it resulted in the record being indexed for 6 months in Germany. Basically, it was only available behind the counter, and you had to be 18 or older to buy it. That's
But they
like the-
had this decision overturned and actually sued the government for lost sales on the album.
absolutely.
That's crazy that they had to do that.
Well, you know,
I mean, honestly, the album cover is kind of crazy, but wasn't like worse than half the
how
other
does
shit that's on the shelf.
I was
Right.
gonna say, how's that any different from any of Cradle of Filth's fucking covers?
Exactly, it's not.
But they'll sell that. But you know. I feel you, Peter. I feel you.
Indeed.
Absolutely.
All right, number 6, Ik Wil.
I mean, I like that song.
Mm-mm.
I think it's a great song, but definitely not a top 6.
No, I
Definitely.
definitely agree. I agree.
No,
It's a
and
great
it was
song.
overplayed
It was
way too
overplayed.
much.
It's because the chorus is super catchy. That's
Yeah,
why.
it's like Du House number 2 is way
It is,
overplayed.
Kind of,
Literally.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's groovy as fuck,
oh yeah,
still hard hitting.
I fucking adore the music video.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So
Music video is
cool.
badass.
It is. It's more badass than the song itself.
That moment when your video is better than your song.
Oh, this is interesting. Ishvil's verses comprise mainly of the title being rasped by Till, Christoph's boisterous bass drum keeping everything in line. He's an exceptional drummer, and his ability to just make a simple beat seem like a work of genius. I like that.
I like
I
that.
have to agree.
People don't give
He's
him a
an
lot of
underrated
credit.
drummer.
Yeah, people
Oh,
do
for
not
sure.
give him credit at all.
And if you ever heard some of his remixes, he had I don't know, a flair for
It was
remixing some of their songs.
it was a remix for the song, I believe. It was
Rom
Lied. It was
Yeah.
Rom Lied, but it was a remix, and he blast beated the fuck out of that song. Oh my god, his black metal came out of him right there.
Who would have thought? Nobody
Even-
ever would have known.
Even Flake's keyboards, which should by all accounts sound completely incongruous given their levity, can only serve the song and make it more accomplished.
I mean, his
Hold it-
keys weren't
okay,
that
hang on,
fantastic
hang on.
for that one.
I don't
I
know.
mean, they were, how did they go from saying, this was a heavy bastard, and then big ass words like incongruous?
No, he's got
I'm a little
show
confused
smart, I guess,
about
you know.
that.
Gotta
But
sound intelligent for the folks.
Little bit.
mad that
But-
Mutter was such a quality album, and Ik Wil wasn't even the lead single; it was the third. Honestly, that kind of surprises me in some ways.
It does,
Mm-hmm.
for sure.
Absolutely, because I think everyone was just when the song that they put in the movie Triple X.
Firefly.
Yeah, everyone was high on that song
Yeah.
Yeah,
as their lead single, and I was just like,
Like, you know, as
so many
personal-
better songs on that record. Than
Yeah.
those.
Do you know what I would replace this song with on
What?
this list? I would replace this for another great song off of Mutter, either Svita or Mein Herz brennt. For
both
sure.
of those
With-
were way further down on the list.
I hate
Svita,
that.
Svita was like in the fucking 40s.
You gotta
Oh
be
my
fucking
God.
kidding me.
I
That
am
was
not
one of the
kidding.
heaviest fucking
Oh.
breakdowns on the whole record.
It was.
Agreed. But no,
heavy
that was
fucking
down in
break.
the 40s.
Oh my goodness, I actually got a good story about that. So I
Okay.
was a guest at during this particular tour up in Cleveland, in Ohio, and so they were playing the song, just getting it
Right.
until they get to that breakdown. And I mean, when they dropped the bottom out, I mean, they fucking dropped a 700-pound human being on the ground with that riff. And for whatever reason, Ricard's guitar failed him. He ends up throwing it up in the air and smashing it on stage. And
Oh,
there
my
was nobody
goodness.
there because they were in a real small club.
Mm.
Okay. And there was nobody there to hand him another guitar. He was
Oh.
so pissed off and actually walked off stage.
Wow.
I mean, I could feel it, man. I'm like,
Right.
I feel so sorry for you right now because he was already got his rock star stance and his guitar shuts the fuck
Mhm.
off. Oh, it
Yeah,
was terrible.
I just opened up the beginning of the list as Vitter, 44.
Oh my God. What about Brent? Mine has Brent. Well, is that closer or is it farther?
Let me look.
What about
Um,
Jazona?
Yeah, Zona.
That's coming up.
Oh, okay, good.
Well, that's good because that is a
I'm glad to
badass
hear
song.
that. Very glad to hear that.
Where's
My
Mine Hair's
goodness.
Brent? The hell? Anyway, moving on. Oh, we haven't got to it yet. Okay. We have top 5. I'm gonna run one more quick commercial before we do the top 5.
Absolutely.
Alrighty.
Check this shit out. We have a merch store.
Get you some. Please check out this merch store. We have other awesome shows, awesome programming. Check out all of them. Charitable Tuesday, 6 Feet Underground with Reaper, Gaming After Dark, and of course, The Morning Shred. So if you like what you see, go to our merch store and get some of
Yes.
that awesome shit.
Absolutely. All right, before we jump into the top 5, I also have to mention it's bullshit. My all-time favorite song is way back at number 36.
Aw, really?
Zerstorin.
Wow.
That is
Way
such a
back.
good song.
It is fucking number 36.
How? I just don't get it.
That was that was another really like heavy like ball sack of a song right there.
Oh,
And
yeah.
you just fucking throw it in the God damn it.
I know.
3 balls.
That song literally made you grow a third nut. And there's
Yes.
just no way you put that back there. That's terrible.
All right,
Ah.
top 5.
Morons.
I feel like we're going to have some heated opinions coming up here. Number 5, Engel.
Yes, but it should
Yes.
be up closer.
It should be much higher.
Yeah.
Probably the biggest staple song for them for all time.
Mm-hmm.
By far, I would have to say my favorite song they've ever done, really. At least in a top 3 situation or a top 5. I probably played that song so many times when it came out. I wore it out. I still play it.
Absolutely.
I still play it. I mean, it's the key work, the groove. It's a barn stomper.
It is.
You know,
It's actually
what else can I say about that?
I mean, it's
I know.
actually the very first Rammstein song I was ever, given. That was the very first one I ever heard, and that's like a great song to hear for your first time.
Super fucking
Absolutely.
catchy, super chuggy. The riff itself is just amazing.
Yep,
It definitely is.
I mean, come on. Nobody here in America had guitar work like that.
No, definitely not.
Not even fucking close. It doesn't matter how fast you play or how slow you play. Nothing matches that guitar riff. And it just makes you ignites a fire.
Oh, for sure.
Right. Well, they also have to follow Flake's keys. That's where they get a lot of their rhythms. Is from his keys. They have to match the keys, and that's what's so great about industrial music. Some of the best riffs come from following keyboards.
And to be quite honest, I agree with the statement here. Zen Sucked is what turned Rammstein from a local curios to certified legends
Yeah,
in their home country.
definitely.
And Engel can take a bow and claim a large part of that credit because it was the album's first single.
Yeah, definitely. And let's talk about this for a split second. Hang on. There we go. These fucking things.
Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness.
when Till was the flaming angel. Yes.
Yes.
Some of the coolest bullshit I've ever seen. Oh my god.
And
Agreed.
America wouldn't let him do it.
I think honestly, out of every one of their stage like characters they've ever been, the flaming angel and the chef were like my
Yes.
favorite characters.
So seriously, they
sure.
couldn't do the wings in America?
No,
Yeah, they were
no.
not allowed.
At least they weren't in Ohio.
The hell?
Totally true. I was like, man, that would have been visually one of the most stunning things.
It's because no venue was big enough to.
Well,
let it.
they had, fire concerns.
Yeah.
Well, fingers crossed for their 2022 tour, since it's a stadium tour, that they can do that.
Oh, it'd be badass
It
for
would
sure.
be.
Mm-hmm.
And the video. Let's talk about the video. The fact that they did a reproduction of a scene in From Dusk Till Dawn,
Yeah.
Yes.
but did it in a way that was even more dark and more creepier than the actual movie. Absolutely loved it.
Let's not forget the snake lady.
Well, yeah.
Yes.
That was a really nice touch.
Well, I mean, like I said, they were obviously fans of the film, so
Right.
they did it up their own way, and it came out fucking awesome.
Right.
That music video, pretty sure it's the last time we ever saw a Flake with long hair.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
exactly.
I miss long-haired Flake. It looked
Same.
cool
He
on
was
him.
fucking hot. He was fucking hot. Now he just looks like a robot.
Do you know that actually his name is not pronounced Flake?
Yeah, it's Flocka.
It's
Right?
Flocka.
Yeah.
That's how they
Does
say
he
it.
really want anyone to know that?
I don't think he cares really, because you could also call him the doctor, like everyone else
Mm.
calls him.
Right.
So like you
Yeah.
know,
Hair doctor. At
Yeah,
that,
hair
yes.
doctor.
Yeah.
yeah.
What makes you wonder what Waka Flocka thinks of that? Not to be confused with hip hop. More sophisticated in its integration of electronics, no matter how cheesy they could sound.
What?
I disagree with that.
Cheesy.
There was nothing cheesy about it, in my opinion.
There's no cheese in that fucking song. What the hell?
No,
Never.
not even a
No.
small granule of fucking Parmesan. Played by anyone other than Flocka, apparently. More theatrical by virtue of Till's voice becoming more richly developed, which I agree. Because on the first record, the whole band wanted him to be more melodic, and it was just all low, how low can I go kind of thing.
Right.
So you definitely see a better range of Till's voice on this record.
Definitely.
Let's see, especially during that isolated moment where he says, God knows I don't want to be an angel.
Yes.
So just an amazing track.
Absolutely.
And everyone, could really relate to it, I think,
Absolutely.
in every way.
All right. Number 4, the one we were looking for. Mine, Brent. Yes.
Mein Herz brennt.
Finally, that's actually that's like my favorite. I have to say, one of my favorite songs they've ever done. It's just
Agreed.
I don't know what it is. Like, not just the fact that there's strings in it, but like the video was super fucking dark and super badass.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Like the fact that Till rips out his heart and fucking eats it is like, whoa!
Oh,
like,
Not
Like,
something you see
they-
normally in videos,
Right,
No,
they
you
make-
don't, but I
it makes
love
you
it.
think that like Till is like an evil being.
right?
And that's what was so cool about it. And not just that, but the singing on that song was so mesmerizing. Just hearing it just like puts you in a spell every
Definitely.
time. I fucking love it.
To this day, I
Definitely.
still want the robe that he wore.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Fucking
And let's talk
sick.
about the piano version for a sec.
Oh, yeah.
man,
Oh.
yes.
Oh, it's so beautiful.
Kind of made it even more dark.
It did in a crazy way. Especially with the video where he's like that weird sad clown thing.
What was the thing that he was when he was crawling on the gate and he had like the mask on? And what was that supposed to be? Like,
I don't know. Like
I don't even know.
I heard that it
I
was
would say
supposed to-
demonic, maybe.
I was told that that song was supposed to be about a tale that kids were in Germany were taught that were like scary stories.
Right.
And it was like a child like demon kind of thing. And I was
Yeah.
like, that's kind of neat, but I don't know if that's true though. You know,
It's possible.
Yeah,
I mean, it's Rammstein.
it
it
is.
is. It is.
The orchestration properly kicks in, delivering a tune so gargantuan it's been used in a Mercedes-Benz advertisement.
That's actually really badass.
Yep.
What other metal band can say that?
Yeah.
None.
By far the most interesting one-note guitar riff in existence. I'll agree with that.
The acoustic riff in there was cool.
Oh,
I liked
definitely.
it, for sure. Oh no.
I know.
It is literally, are you fucking kidding me?
I know that's what you were about to say.
Fuck this guy.
Yes, Till, blow him away with your fire breath. Just annihilate this puny fucking list we have.
Du Hast at number 3. Are you fucking joking?
This is not their best song. Just because it's a staple doesn't mean it's their best song ever
Just
made.
because it's the only one of their songs, like almost literally on the everybody on the planet has heard, doesn't mean it's their best work. Okay?
Exactly. Now this is some bullshit.
Uh-oh.
Let's see. Du Hast's merciless, watertight drum beat supports a riff reminiscent of Ministry's "Just One Fix." No,
Nope.
Huh?
you already you know threw
you-
salt on open wounds on that one because that doesn't sound anything.
No,
That
like
is the
fucking
most
Ministry.
interesting thing I've ever heard.
it is.
But it goes
Flocka-
on
no,
to say, but
Flocka's-
less heroin-y.
Flocka's cheeky
Wow.
video game meets goth club synthesizers.
Right. It's catchy, a dance floor filler, verse chorus, verse in, out, done, banger.
9.
Nishta! 9!
Oh,
Bullshit!
Should just go hang himself. All right. Goodness. Oh,
No!
no, no. What were they thinking? Don't get me wrong. Great
Right.
track. Fantastic track.
Absolutely.
It was a
Number 2?
It was
Absolutely
awesome, but no.
not.
What are they
Sorry.
even- what are they even saying here? The wait had been agonizing.
Well,
8
sure, it
years
was-
without original material, no
8
album
fucking years.
on the horizon. That is actually really sad. And
my
like
goodness.
Jesus, why? Like I get it. Like you think it was like the best thing to ever come out because it took so long for them to make another album, but
The
honestly,
hell?
that's what makes bands have great material when it takes them a minute
Exactly.
because they actually get to sit there and do it.
Mm-hmm.
But that doesn't mean it is the number 2 song in the world that's
No.
the fucking best.
Hang on. Like all the best Rammstein tracks, of course, is just one word: Deutschland. Something you can shout in the festival field, in your house, or in the shower.
Oh, and it
They
goes
do
on
make
to
it.
say,
They do make an
haunted-
interesting point here, though. This is the only Rammstein song to feature Richard's vocals, like as like a main focal point. That is true.
It's a very meaningful song.
Oh, for sure.
Probably almost patriotic for them.
It is patriotic, and I get it. It's all about their history and their country, and like I understand, but that just shouldn't. That it just doesn't make sense because what about all the other great songs that no one ever talks about? So underrated. That's why
Mhm.
I hate when people talk about Rammstein. They're like, oh, you know, Du Hast was the best song they've ever made, and I look at them and I'm like, are you? I want to choke. I just want to fucking strangle you. Do you not
Yeah.
realize how many underrated albums Rammstein actually has? Rosenrock
Exactly.
being one of them.
Exactly.
I mean, they barely mentioned Rise.
Rise of Rise was a fucking killer album. Like Morgenstern
From
was
start
one
to
of my
finish.
favorite songs
Yeah.
ever made.
Absolutely.
How about what is it? Tikera Puta?
Oh, Ti quiero punta.
Okay, cool.
Damn it!
It was a funny song at that too.
It's so
Wait,
funny.
what about Moscow?
Moscow
Oh
was
my
good too.
god,
Oh yeah.
I love that tune.
That was the first time they
Same.
ever had a guest vocalist too.
And that was actually Russian,
Mm-hmm.
so it actually fit pretty well. Wait, what about Di Lama? That was a great song too.
Yes.
I'm
All
feeling
right.
the ground shake again.
Oh yeah. I have mad love for the song I put at number 1, but it should not be.
How could this be number 1?
I have mad respect, but definitely, it is a great song. But
Excellent
come
song.
on, number 1
Should not be waving the banner for them at all.
I would replace number 1 with number 2, honestly.
I'm
For
fine
sure.
with that.
But hey, I can't complain. They ended on a great song. I can't hate them for that.
I
You know?
can. I can. Oh, Sauna is not their best song.
No,
No,
not
but-
of all time.
But
no,
it was
no
a great
way.
song for sure. And honestly, you look at that song, and a lot of people don't even like Zona anymore. They listen to Alex the Terrible's version instead.
Oh yeah, it's much more brutal.
Okay, so this is interesting. Apparently, when they wrote this list, fans voted on it and helped them pick what order to put things in.
That's the worst thing you could ever do.
It's even worse.
Having random people vote for that? No, that's terrible.
No,
You're
no
never
wonder.
going to get an accurate, synopsis of it.
No
you
wonder
never-
why Du Hast is number 3. Jesus Christ.
Right. Actually, you know what? I actually take that back. Number 1 should be number 3. I'd take that back.
You want Du Hast as number 1? Okay.
No. I'm
You
s-
fucked up.
I'm saying Zona should be number 3 and Duhas should be like 50. Is what I'm
Oh.
saying.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Actually, what is 50?
Number 50 is let's see, Das Modell.
No! Why? You bitches!
You want me to just run through them like super quick,
We could.
just to get some more anger out? 49, Ryan Rose. 48,
No!
48, Cocaine. 47, Vasas Liebe. 46, Vobis Du.
No!
I know.
It was perfect.
45, Hallelujah.
No!
44, Zvitter.
No!
43, Sturb Nick Vormir.
No!
42, Dalai Lama.
No!
41, Stripped. 40,
41?
Amor.
That was one of the
Yeah.
greatest fucking covers in metal history.
I
And you
know.
put it at 41. That just
Mhm.
makes you want to punch a cow in the head.
I'm gonna
40.
drop kick a
Oh,
chihuahua.
yeah, I
in
know.
the sun.
I know. Number 40, Amor.
No!
Oh,
No!
39 makes me want to cry. That's at 39. Spiel mit mir.
Oh my fucking hell. You gotta be fucking kidding me. This guy's
38, Moscow.
Oh my
37,
God.
Morgenstern.
Whoa! No, that really makes me angry.
36, Storen. 35, Sieg Dish. 34, Bestrafa Mish.
Oh
No!
are you kidding?
Bestrafa? Why? No! Why would you put
33, Eifersucht. 32, Weißes Fleisch.
that? No!
31, Mainland.
Oh my God.
I know, I'm like starting to cry over here. 30, Benzene.
Oh,
Oh.
Benzene is such a good one.
29, Asha. 28, High Fish. 27 Auslander, and 26 Mon Gegen Mon.
Oh,
Mon Gegen Mon was such a great song.
I know. This list
see, this is what happens.
makes me cry. It's so
This
bad.
list-
This is what happens when you put it into the hands of fans that probably don't even know their entire catalog.
You know what?
Mhm.
This list can officially go shit itself. This fucking sucks. God damn it.
How could they?
I'm
How
gonna
could?
say flush it into the fucking sewer.
Yeah. I just can't.
We're gonna Thanos snap this list.
Yeah.
It's gone. Never happened. It's gone.
No. Let's just take, blast it with the giant dick thing and then explode it. The end.
Ah, another thing, it just goes to show you cannot polish a turd.
No, you
I need a
can't.
break from this list. Our guest has left.
Our guest has left
If
the
you
building.
take
That means it
anything
was
away
bad.
from what they consider to be the top 50 Rammstein songs of all time, y'all are fucking dumbasses.
Agreed.
How can you pick? Oh, I don't know.
I don't have anything else to say. I just can't.
It's it's like getting the gift that you've always wanted, and it turns out to be the dollar store version of what you wanted. It's
like wanting the ballerina Barbie and getting the Malibu Barbie. Graceful,
or
delicate.
Ken on holiday.
Oh my goodness. On that note, we'll see y'all next time.
Absolutely, and please, as always, stay heavy.